Hi, Jennifer Kinsel here at Fox Valley Homes, Charles Rutenberg Realty of Illinois, and I've got a question for you. Do you know what happens when your appraisal doesn't come in right? Sometimes this happens when you have an appraisal that comes in based off of closed sales that aren't anywhere near the listing. This happens on occasion when zip codes kind of collide. For example, in my own neighborhood, we have 3 different zip codes that all intersect over one corner, basically. We've got South Elgin, unincorporated Elgin, and Campton Hills, St. Charles. So we've got 3 very different cities, basically, that all have different comps for each of the cities. So if I was going to go just on zip code, I'd have a different appraised value versus if I just did like a radius of like 1 mile from my actual house. I would pick up things in Elgin, South Elgin, and then St. Charles. So which is the most accurate? Now, if I've talked to the appraiser, because when I have a listing, I always go and talk to them in person, I kind of stick to the code of in the same zip code. So if my house is in Elgin, say 60124, I pull comps and closed sales for Elgin. When I met with the appraiser, for example, on my last listing in Elgin, he did not pull comps that were in 60124. He actually used St. Charles, Campton Hills, which is 60174. So that was different. Not that I was complaining because it worked out fine for my sellers, but they don't always use the ones according to zip code. So it's not exactly working the way a realtor obviously would do it, but appraisers, they got their own game. So they can do it the way they want to. In either way, it did work out that the appraisal was met. Buyers were happy, sellers were happy, everybody wins. So it was a good deal. But it was kind of confusing for someone like me that would go, well, Elgin is Elgin, St. Charles is St. Charles. They're not the same. I live here. I'm on this intersection of 3 cities. I think, it's different. So they decided to go with the South St. Charles, and, I was overruled, which worked out fine. So just shows that, sometimes it works out the way you think, and sometimes it works out even better because the appraiser obviously won that one, and yay, it closed. So if you do have questions about appraised value versus like what a buyer's willing to pay, let me know. We'll walk you through it. I can show you exactly what the comps will be for that zip code, and hopefully the appraiser will agree with me, but not always.